Hello everyone, welcome to Free Range Diva. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and happy Earth Day. April 22nd is Earth Day, and I wanted to put this video up a little bit before that because I wanted to tell you about a sale that is going on at Perfect. It's their Happy Earth Day sale, and because it's April 22nd, they are offering 22% off on all of the Perfect brand. So I'm going to give you some more details about the sale, show you what I just picked up from them, and also give you a recipe for a healthy banana breakfast muffin. So without any more delay, let's get started. So I have been using the Perfect brand for the last, I would say, 7 years, maybe even 8 years. It's been a while, and it's because I love everything about this company. They make supplements that are sourced from food, so there isn't any mixing a bunch of different things together in a single supplement. What you will get is single supplement, dehydrated, powdered food. And because it's dehydrated and in powder form, you can get a higher concentration of it, hence why it's a supplement. Let me run through the details of the sale first. This will only take a second. Let's see. The Earth Day sale is 22% off the entire Perfect brand while supplies last. The sale will be marked on the site, so you don't need a coupon or anything like that. But when you get your items in your cart, please use my coupon for an additional 10% off, Diva10, and that way you'll save even more on your order. For the general public, it starts on April 22nd and it goes through April 23rd. However, the reason I have this video up now on Monday is because they're not advertising it, but because you know me, I can tell you that the sale actually starts today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So 2 p.m. Pacific Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Because these sales, everything sells out fast. So if you want to jump in now and get your order in, then you're pretty much guaranteed that everything is going to still be in stock when you get there. And if you want one of the other brands that they sell on the site, my Diva10 code will get you 10% off any of those brands as well, although they are not featured in this Earth Day sale. So officially it starts at 12:01 Eastern Time on April 22nd, tomorrow, Tuesday, and it ends at 11:59 Pacific Time on Wednesday night. Okay, I think that's all the details I need to tell you. So let me tell you what I picked up, because I recently went shopping over there and picked up a couple of things. So I can give you some recommendations about what to look for if you're searching for something on the site. No surprise, Perfect Collagen has been part of my life for almost ever since I started taking collagen. So that's like 2018, I want to say, somewhere along in there. I love this brand because they are very transparent about their sourcing. They have batch testing consistently through the process of manufacturing their products. This one contains Brazilian pasture-raised bovine hydrolyzed collagen from cowhides, and that's it. Their collagen, I can say, is it's very easy to digest. I've never gotten any kind of negative anything from taking their collagen. It's very powdery and lightweight, so it mixes easily in anything you want to mix it into. And whenever you're using any kind of supplement, including this one, make sure to follow the instructions. Don't overdo it. So here, if you use 1 scoop, which is about 11 grams, that will give you 10 grams of protein. So yeah, if you don't want to have any kind of issues with collagen or anything else, just follow the directions on what they tell you, on how much they tell you to take a day. Because a lot of times people get into trouble because they think, ooh, well, if 1 scoop is good, let me get 2. And by the way, as long as we're talking about collagen and protein. Collagen is not a complete protein. You're missing two important amino acids. No big deal. It's just you don't want to use something like this as a supplement for protein itself. They actually have a wonderful plant-based protein powder that I can also recommend because I have tried it. I don't have any of their protein powder right now, but I have used it before. And the reason that I loved it so much is because it only has 3 ingredients in it: hemp seed, pumpkin seed, and sacha inchi seed, which is a seed from South America, native to South America. And there is no sugar in it at all. No kind of sweetener, not even a monk fruit or, a non-calorie sweetener, nothing. So if you want a protein powder that you can use to add extra proteins to soups and stews and more savory items, even baked goods, then that is an excellent protein. Okay, so another product that I have used regularly and recently picked up another bottle, and that's their Organic Perfect Acerola Cherry Vitamin C Superfood. This again is a powder, and you take a little spoonful of this. What is this about? Serving size is 1.3 grams, and I usually use like a quarter teaspoon or even an eighth of a teaspoon of this, and I will mix it in with smoothies. You can mix it in with water and turn it into a nice pleasant juice because it has a very pleasant taste to it. It's only acerola cherry. They have a sense of humor, and it says here other ingredients, none. So it's just dehydrated, powdered acerola cherry. And the reason why this has been my vitamin C of choice for the last several years is because it's a potent vitamin C source. That means that you don't need to take a lot of it to get the benefit. And you can use it for the same benefits that you normally would take a vitamin C like capsule or something for. So whether it's boosting immunity or fighting off colds, protecting your skin from free radical damage. It improves iron absorption, particularly in those who get your iron from plant-based sources. It makes it easier for that iron to be digested and then uptake by the body. And we love vitamin C to reduce inflammation. Oh, and not to mention building collagen. Almost forgot about that. So that's why I supplement with a vitamin C. And the reason that I prefer this as opposed to a tablet or a, God forbid, synthetic capsule, what you'll notice is that you get 240 milligrams of vitamin C per serving here, which is 267% of your daily requirement. Most natural supplement brands use real food as opposed to from a synthetic ascorbic acid product that's been synthesized from corn, because all ascorbic acid on the market is synthesized from corn. So if you thought that someone was like squeezing out some orange juice and dehydrating it and that's how you get your vitamin C, no, not ascorbic acid anyway. The amount of your daily requirement here is going to be a lot less than the synthetic version of vitamin C, which makes this really easy to digest. And because your body understands that this is food and knows what to do with it, you get all of the benefit. You don't have to worry about peeing out, your supplement in your urine. Got the acerola. The other thing that I just got, I guess antioxidant protection is like my jam right now. I picked up the Perfect Acai freeze-dried superfood. This is acai berries that have been freeze-dried and ground up. That's all that's in here. See the theme? Okay, and let me just show you. I want you to see the color of this, because do you see how dark that is? Acai berries have the highest antioxidant content of pretty much any other food, including blueberries, certainly of any other berry. It is really a superfood when it comes to antioxidant protection. It's the anthocyanins in it that are responsible for the antioxidants. It's also a high fiber source. It gives you excellent immunity and free radical protection. And this protection goes throughout the body, including the heart and the brain, and anywhere else that there may be inflammation that you are trying to control or trying to reduce. So I will take this and put a little scoop, and you'll see the scoop size is very small. Here you go. Let me just show you. See that scoop size? Well, there. See, the scoop size is very small, and I'll just put a little bit of that in my smoothies in the morning. And the nice thing about using a powder like this is that you avoid the high sugar content of things like acai bowls, for example. Although, yes, I do enjoy having the frozen acai packets, but for me, it's harder and harder to find them that are just acai without the extra corn from citric acid that's added in most of those products. So yeah, there is a lot of corn in your diet, hidden in your diet, in case you didn't know, a lot of it. So anyway, yeah, so there's no sugar. Acai berries are very low in sugar anyway, so, and there's nothing else added in here other than this. And it makes your smoothies a really pretty berry color when you add it to them, no matter how many greens you put in there. A few of the other things that I like, I mentioned the protein powder. They have their desiccated liver, which is in stock right now. It's usually out of stock. And that's for someone who wants a really high quality source of protein and iron. And they also have their powdered bone broth for those of you who might want the benefits of bone broth, but also want the convenience of being able to just scoop out a little bit and put it in a cup of hot water and drink it that way. So anyway, yes, there's a lot of things at Perfect for whatever your needs may be. You can always know that you're getting high quality. Again, they're very transparent about testing. You can look, for example, and look at the testing that they've done for heavy metals on their protein powder, which none. Their protein powder isn't heavy. And the purity of whatever it is, you can definitely find more information about it on the website. Okay, I am going to make a high protein filling breakfast muffin for you guys, and I'm going to use protein powder in it because yes, you can use it in your smoothies or whatever, but it's also fun to cook with protein powder too, to up the protein content of whatever it is you're eating. So this is going to be high protein, high in fiber, filling, naturally sweet, because I am only going to put just the tiniest bit of added sugar in there. And it's a recipe you can play around with. You can substitute different nuts or dried fruit, which is what I'm going to be putting in mine. So anyway, let's just make some muffins, okay? I've got a recipe today for banana protein muffins. It's from a website called Eat with Clarity, and I'll link it in the description if you want to give it a try. It calls for banana puree, eggs, honey, vanilla extract, and then the dry ingredients are where it's really interesting because you're going to be using blanched almond flour, oat flour, and vanilla protein powder. So I've tried using protein powders in baked goods before and they've been fine. Never have I used as much as is required in this recipe, so it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. Oh, and instead of the recipe asks for a quarter cup of honey, I have soaked some dried fruit, dried nectarines, to reconstitute them, and I'm going to be using that instead of the honey, but I'm also going to add a little bit of honey with it. So it's really going to have natural sweeteners in here and not a lot of sugar. And so because they're high protein, high fiber, and low in sugar, that's what makes these muffins healthy and hopefully delicious too. I'm sure they will be. All right, here we go. I've got all the wet ingredients right here, so I'm just going to whisk this up. The only thing I don't have in here yet is the dried fruit. Once this is all mixed, then I'll add that in. But I did put 2 tablespoons of honey in here instead of the 1/4 cup that the recipe asked for. And then we'll make up the difference with the dried fruit. Okay, I'm gonna add just gonna strain this out. These are dried nectarines, and I get them from my favorite, Hello, I'm Ugly dried fruit. And then how much is that? Yeah, it's just a little bit under 1/4 cup, so that should be fine. And then I'll blend that in and add the fruit. Okay, mix that in. All right, these are the wet ingredients. I'm going to set these aside and then put the dry ingredients together. So in this bowl, I've got a 1/2 cup of organic oat flour, a 1/2 cup of almond flour, and a 1/2 cup of vanilla plant-based protein powder. I already put that in. The only other thing that needs to go in here is cinnamon, salt, and baking powder. So let's get those in. This is my homemade corn-free baking powder. It's really easy to make. 1 part baking soda, 1 part arrowroot, and 2 parts cream of tartar. 2 teaspoons. You can use any starch. I just like arrowroot. Okay. Let's mix this all together. And then we'll add it to the wet ingredients. I knew that the plant-based protein powder would make this really thick. So I prepared, I'm just going to loosen this a little bit with this apple cider. Yeah, much better. I've greased this muffin tin with avocado oil spray. If you have paper muffin cups, feel free to use those. That's probably better. I just don't. But I've never had a problem with anything sticking in this muffin tin, so this should make 10 muffins. So we'll see if it does. I got 10, nailed it. And the last thing I did before I'm going to put these in the oven now, is I sprinkled some chopped walnuts on top because I did not put any nuts in them, which you can do, by the way. That's an option. I just didn't. Okay, so 350 for 18 to 24 minutes until a toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean. Well, they certainly look pretty, and they smell really good, but let's see how they taste. First of all, there. Let's look at the texture. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Very good. Perfect. So it's, I already can tell you it's very moist. It's got a lot of banana flavor. And you would never know unless someone told you that this was made with almond and oat flour and protein powder. The crumb, as you can see, it looks just like regular all-purpose flour, but it's not. It's better. It's healthier for you. A couple of these with maybe some yogurt and fresh fruit is going to make a really satisfying breakfast. It'll give you a lot of protein so that you won't get snacky before lunchtime. So make these. And honestly, if you want to make them out of all-purpose flour, you can. But why? Don't. On this channel we like to upgrade our nutrition. And this is a great way to do it. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't keep you too long. Let me know if you're going to shop the perfect sale. If you are, what are you getting? And let me know if you enjoy perfect supplements as much as I do. Okay, so we'll leave it there. Thanks again. And if you enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, then please consider subscribing. That would be really great. And that way, if you hit the notification bell, you won't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. All right, everybody, until I see you in my next video, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.